A daycare FSA is a pre-tax benefit account that enables you to set aside money to pay for your out-of-pocket daycare or dependent care expenses. Hi, I'm Carol, and I'll be teaching you how enrolling in a daycare FSA could save you up to 30% on daycare expenses. With a daycare FSA, participants can use their account to pay a licensed daycare provider or daycare center for childcare services, saving you up to $2,250 a year. The daycare FSA covers childcare for dependents that are 12 or younger. It also covers elder care for dependents who cannot care for themselves while you're working. Using a daycare or dependent care FSA for elder care is becoming more and more common these days, but you do have to be sure that the individual or family member is a tax dependent and they reside in your home more than 8 hours a day. You can also use your daycare FSA to pay a family member to watch your child, as long as the family member is not your spouse and age 19 or older. Just note that if choosing to pay a family member to watch your children, that person would have to claim that money you are paying them as income. Pay using your Navia debit card if the provider accepts payments by card, or pay by submitting a claim online or on the Navia mobile app. The contribution limit varies by employer, but you may be able to contribute up to $7,500 per year. I do want to mention that if you are a family unit and you and your spouse both have access to a daycare spending account, the household maximum is $7,500. So, only one of you could take advantage of the account, or you could each elect $3,750, but the IRS maximum limit is $7,500 per household. The daycare FSA works a bit differently than the healthcare FSA. Unlike the healthcare FSA, you are not able to access your full election amount at the start of the plan year. The daycare FSA works more like a bank account. The amount you elect will be deducted evenly out of each paycheck on a pre-tax basis and put into your daycare FSA. After your contribution is made to your account, you will be able to submit claims for expenses. So, like your banking account, you cannot spend more than what is in your account each month. For example, you can submit a claim for $1,000 you paid for daycare services. However, if you've only contributed $500 to your daycare FSA account when the claim is submitted, you'll only be reimbursed $500 at that time. But as soon as you have contributed more to your account through paycheck deductions, you'll continue to be reimbursed the additional $500 from that original $1,000 claim. You can use it for daycare, for preschool, and any other type of child care facility. You can also use it to pay a nanny or au pair that watches your child in your home. Once your child starts elementary school, you can use daycare FSA funds for before and after school programs if the parent's workday is longer than the school day. Elder care, as previously mentioned, is also covered as long as the individual is physically or mentally incapable of self-care and lives in your home 50% of the year. You can also use the funds to pay for summer day camps while you're working. My daughters are both figure skaters and go to a skating camp for a week each summer. It is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Because I am working during the week while they attend camp, I could use daycare FSA funds to pay their camp fees. Overnight camps are not covered. I mentioned earlier that the Navia debit card can be used to pay daycare expenses. However, your daycare facility has to accept MasterCard, and the daycare has to be set up so their credit card machine is coded as a daycare facility. Popular nationwide daycare facilities, like KinderCare or Tutor Time, will likely be coded as a daycare facility. Where you might run into issues is, for example, an in-home daycare center or a daycare inside your local YMCA. The YMCA offers daycare and summer camps, but their merchant code might be that of a healthcare facility and not a daycare facility. But that's okay. You would then just pay for services out of pocket and submit a claim online or through the mobile app for reimbursement. You might also be able to submit a recurring claim if you pay the same amount each week or each month to your day care provider. A recurring claim allows you to automate claims if you make fixed payments to a service provider. So, rather than submitting a claim for reimbursement each time you pay for services, as long as your payment amounts don't fluctuate or change over the course of the plan year, you could submit a recurring claim at the beginning of the plan year, and that weekly or monthly expense would be set up to automatically post to your account on a set schedule. As mentioned earlier, you can use your daycare FSA funds to pay Aunt Sally or your neighbor to watch your kids. It's as easy as them completing the claim form, attesting to taking care of that child. However, since they are also attesting that they have accepted that payment for services rendered, they do need to report those payments as income and report that to the IRS when filing their taxes. Benefits can be confusing and overwhelming, but Navia has got you covered. We strive to make benefits simple and amazing. We have great customer support available in every time zone, so you can call with questions from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific time, and will be connected with a live Navia expert in less than a minute. We know how expensive daycare expenses can be, so if you have to pay out of pocket and submit a claim, our average claim turnaround time is 2 days to ensure you are reimbursed quickly. If you plan on spending any money on out-of-pocket childcare expenses, enrolling in a daycare flexible spending account will save you 30% on those expenses. And with the rising costs of everything these days, why not take advantage of any opportunity to save money? Again, we know that understanding benefits can be super overwhelming, so Navia has built a website we call Navia Benefits Academy, where you can visit at any time and find many different educational resources to help you understand the benefits being offered to you. You can visit the URL listed on the screen or can get to the Navia Benefits Academy right from our homepage under the Resources tab. There, you can find videos, benefit guidebooks, lists of eligible expenses, interactive calculators, and all kinds of other resources. You can also sign up for live webinars where you can ask questions and have them answered by one of our benefit experts. We also have a help center that you can access right from our homepage. You just type in what you need help with, whether it is submitting a claim or ordering a new debit card, and you're given step-by-step instructions to help you. We want to help you save money on healthcare costs, so we do all we can to make benefits simple and amazing, and are here to help whenever you need it.